What up? TGIF, you fools. Welcome to the Ropp Star Report. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Having a protein bar. Lagging like always. Love it. You gotta love it. At this point. It is what it is until I get someone out here to fix my damn Wi-Fi. It is what it is. Might have to exit the studio and restart. Might have to. Let's see what it does. Appreciate everyone joining. Sorry about that. I know I'm on a fuck it Friday kind of ordeal today. It is what it is. Been an NFL fan before y'all are born. We got lots to talk about, man. A lot of reports are coming out about this whole Bill Belichick thing. Why the Panthers passed on hiring Bill Belichick. We're gonna go to that. Fan discussion Fridays. So if you want to get your fan discussion in, or if you want to get your question or topic answered, make sure you go into the Discord and post that in there. And I'm going to post them up as we go through today. And go from there. So the first things first is, why did the Panthers pass on hiring? Why did they pass on hiring Bill Belichick? And obviously there's been now reports coming out that, obviously the owner of the New England Patriots, Robert Kraft, has basically come out and said, well, you should trust this guy, whatever the case may be. He said something like that. But there is no I feel like the recent decision to not pursue Bill Belichick, and the reason why I say recent is because of the recent reports for the head coaching job definitely has sparked a lot of interest around today's show, and the ownership dynamics and the coaching anatomy within the organization. So I feel that since David Tepper took over this franchise back in 2018, right, the Panthers have faced significant challenges, including 6 head coaches, a string of losing seasons. And then you got ESPN who's come out with the latest revelation on kind of shedding the light on why the Panthers have veered away from considering him. So Don Van Natta Jr. came out with something. Seth Wickersham came out with something. Jeremy Fowler came out with something. And among those guys, they all were saying that the Panthers were among teams that contemplated really hiring Bill Belichick. And, however, last offseason, we opted to sign Frank Wright instead. Belichick extended his contract with New England. And then this offseason, Belichick's name didn't even come up in the discussions. I mean, at least for the coaching interview. Now, as content creators, we're definitely talking about it. And the reason why is because David Tepper's pinch hit for critiquing coaching decisions, particularly play calling, didn't align well with Belichick's leadership style. Let's be honest. Those two would have clashed and it would have been another shit show. As much as I would have liked, as much as I think that Bill Belichick is the greatest coach of all time, I think Bill Belichick's the greatest coach of all time. Yes, did he have Tom Brady? Sure. But the thing is with this whole thing is it came down to the whole fact of the matter is it came down to the fact that David Tepper is a meddling owner. Okay. Or was. Whether that's going to change this season or not, we shall see. but he's a meddling owner. Bill Belichick's leadership style isn't much better. Let's be honest. Tepper's involvement in play call decision does raise some concerns, especially about how his ownership interference in coaching matters. Elite coaches like Bill Belichick require anatomy and trust to excel. And which might explain why the Panthers ultimately hired a younger coach this offseason, right? Dave Canales. And I mean, I think while Belichick's career, illustrious career, I think the Panthers organizational fit went with prioritized an organizational fit over big name hires. That's what I truly believe in. Now, Canales, a former Tampa Bay Buccaneer offensive coordinator, we know that brings a different perspective, a fresh perspective. And I think it's a better position to connect with the younger type of guys. And I think despite some skepticism on Tepper's management style, I think the decision to pass on Belichick really is underscoring the fact of cohesive alignment within the coaching staff. I feel that Canales represents a step towards building a collaborative, supportive environment, right? Which I think is crucial for the Panthers' long-term success. I think in the end, the Panthers, in that whole Belichick thing, I think they just focused on the organizational fit and a coaching synergy that really reflects that strategic approach to leadership. And so I think they prioritize that stability and growth over short-term gains. And while the decision not to pursue Belichick may have raised some eyebrows, it highlights the team's commitment to building a sustainable foundation for the future success. I mean, it does. I didn't think the Belichick thing, I just don't think the Belichick thing was even worth going for in the first place. This didn't make sense to me. I think he's on his way out. Why not get some fresh faces in there? Fan discussion Friday. We got some good questions. The poll question of the day, which AJ Brooks came out with and said, is Shaq Thompson reliable enough to piece for the 3-4 defense after his injury last year? All right, so let's talk about that. We're talking about the poll question. So let's talk about Shaq Thompson and his role in this 3-4 defense, especially after his injury last year. All right. Especially after his injury last year. Because it's definitely a concern. It's a concern for me, but it's not as much as a concern for other needs and stuff like that. All right. So this is AJ Brooks' question. He put in the Fan Discussion Fridays. Again, if you want your question or topic answered, put it in the chat. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna put the Discord up for you guys. All right. This is where you can get your stuff answered, my friends. Okay. I kind of want to edit this a little bit. Hold on, let me edit this layout. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Perfect. Then let's make me a little bit smaller over here. I kind of like that. We'll just say new. It's still kind of the same, right? No, that's better. Perfect. Perfect. I like that. I can rock with that. All right. So, Shaq has been, well, I will say this. I don't know how many of you in the chat are Shaq's believers. Sorry, guys. I was hungry and I was rushing. And the only thing I could grab was a protein bar. Oh, my. Oh, my. What's up, Rock? We got a lot of people in the building. Seneca, Rock Jones, Marcos, Cash, James Island, Mad Chatter, and of course, Day One Panthers fan. Shout out to you guys in the chat, by the way. Have not been very good at that. All right. All right, we're good. All right, so let's talk about the Shaq Thompson thing. Sorry about that. Sorry, Rock. I'm sorry. Chark in LA visit. Shaq will be fun. I appreciate that, Day One. All right, so let's talk about the Shaq Thompson as we're on this 3-4. Sorry, I've been wasting y'all's time too much. Y'all come in here to talk about football, not see me eat. Okay. All right. So, especially after his injury last year, I will say Shaq has been a key piece to this defense. All right. At least from a leadership standpoint. But if he brings his A game and makes some big plays, that is what he can do. That's something he can do. But his injury hangover for him, and some folks might be wondering, if he's still that reliable force he once was. I think first off, let's give Shaq some credit before his injury. All right. I wasn't the big Shaq Thompson fan. I kind of still feel like the guy has kind of taken some money away, has stolen some money from this organization. But before his injury, he was a beast out there. Okay. He racked up tackles, made plays, generally causing havoc out there for opposing offenses. I mean, he was also a big time leader. He was very vocal, gets everybody in their position, lets everybody know where they need to be. That kind of talent doesn't just disappear overnight. All right, I will say. But Shaq's got the experience under his belt, so he knows what it takes to succeed here. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Injuries can be a real wild card. Especially in the league like the NFL. And it's tough because even the best players can struggle but bounce back after getting sidelined. So it's only natural to have some concerns about Shaq's ability to hold down that fort in that 3-4 defense. Okay. Now, with that being said, I wouldn't count Shaq out just yet. Okay. The guy's got grit, determination, and a lot of heart. So I'll give him that. But if there's only one thing we do know about him, is that he's not one to back down from a challenge, right? So while there might be some probably question marks surrounding his injury, I wouldn't bet against him just yet. I think ultimately it comes down to whether Shaq is a reliable piece for this 3-4 defense. And will come down to how well he can recover from his injury and get back to playing at the top of his game. Now, from his injury and getting back to playing at the top of his game is going to take some time. And if his history is anything to go by, I'd say the odds are in his favor. After all, you don't become a standout player on a team for no reason without being able to overcome a few hurdles along the way. That's what I truly believe in. Appreciate that today, one Panthers fan. Sorry for the lag, guys. Can't Mingo get separation, Clay? 25%. That's his separation rate. 25%. Especially on first looks. If he's the first look route, so if Bryce is the first route that he's supposed to look for in his progressions is Jonathan Mingo. Last year, he got open 25% of the time. Second worst in the NFL. Just so you know. Does TMJ get moved? I don't know, Mad. I don't know if Mad Chatter. I don't know if he gets moved. I don't know if he gets moved. I don't think so. I'm going to say no. But I just don't see it. I don't see it. So, guys, this is where you want to post up your chats now. This is where you want to post up the this is where you want to post up the questions in here in the fan discussion chat. See fan discussion over here? Right there. Right below MLB. It's Fan Discussion Fridays. So if you want to get your questions or topics that we're talking about today answered, go ahead and put it in that chat. Go ahead and put it in that chat. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, Panthers one. James with the $1 dono. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you with that. Two. Well, it's basically $2. I don't know why they do $1.99. Why does YouTube just not do like $2, $1? Like, let's just do that. Okay. So shout out to James Island Panthers. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for that dono. Appreciate you. When healthy is a good piece, which is usual. Yeah, for sure. Where Clay going to do the draft party? I'm just probably just going to be me, man. Just going to be me. Drink a couple beers. We'll watch it together on here. We'll watch it together on here, brother. We'll watch it on here. Fortunately, I won't be able to show it, but he was top by 2 of all time best player. Yeah, I mean, best linebackers to play for the Panthers for sure. One of the obviously. There's just times that I've seen lack in production. I felt like Shaq could give us more. But you know, it is what it is. I hope you're right. I better see that percentage go up more than 50%. But again, it depends. If we draft a guy like Leggett, Coleman, even Ladd, I think they beat him out. Do you think we draft Brendan Rice? Louise, I wouldn't be mad about it. I like Brendan Rice. I do like what he brings to the table. I do like Brendan Rice. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to Mr. Rice coming to the Carolina Panthers for sure. I don't know if he does. I don't know if he does or not, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. I kind of need to just move this. All right, hold on. I'm shifting some things over this way. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. No. Oh, I was hoping to do the whole damn thing. What if I just hold on? I got to shift some things over. I got to move my screens so I can see what you guys are doing, what I'm doing, and all the good stuff. All that good stuff. All right. Let's move this back over here. Booyah. All right, perfect. Now I can see everything. Okay. Okay, so did anybody see? Oh, we got another fan discussion Friday. Okay, so corners. Neo, Shadow. I think I've done the corners already, but guys that we can get in the late fifth. It's a good question there, my friend. Guys that we can get in the late fifth round. All right. I think I have my list. I know I have my linebacker list because Call came in with the same asking for the linebacker thing, but for the corner list, let me see here. I gotta find my list. And you're saying after we could get in the fifth? Okay, hold on. Let me get my list pulled up here. I mean, these are based off projections now, guys. So don't sit here and get pissed off at me if you're like, well, that guy is going in the third round or fourth round. I'm just telling you where I mean, listen, these guys are projected to go third or fourth. There's people that are projected to go third and four. People are projected to go second and third. Everybody's projections are different. Okay. Everybody's projections are the same. You might not agree with mine, but again, I've done so many mock drafts. I've seen people fall so much. All right. And depending on your mock draft simulator you're using, I'll tell you right now, you're gonna find some guys that are gonna fall. This is not necessarily everything is hunky dory. Everything's gonna be fine. I'll say I will say that. I mean, not everything comes up easy. Again, everything's a hypothetical when it comes to these, so don't get mad at me if you don't like my picks. But these are just the based off projections. So I do like that question, Neo Shadow. That's a great question. We'll definitely discuss that here shortly because I am breaking down some linebackers and I thought that would be a great way to start it up. Oh my God. All right. Not going to lie to y'all. I restarted my computer. Not going to lie. Fuck it. I restarted my computer. I was tired of dealing with it. It's ridiculous, man. This is why we can't have nice things on the channel. It's also time probably computer, honestly. I don't know what else to do. Let me share my screen again. This is just ridiculous. Okay. Dude, what is going on today? What the fuck is going on, dude? I can't get anything to work right now. What is going on with our Wi-Fi? This is so bad. I'm about to turn the Wi-Fi off and just use my hotspot. Wonder if that'll be better. It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't understand. Like I've called like I don't get it. Oh, I'm sorry, man. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to recuperate where we're at. Okay. So Shadow, I see your question in here. All right, we'll refresh that. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. This has been an awful show starting to the show already. So I apologize to you guys about that. Because of my fucking stupid ass fucking Wi-Fi. So my apologies. To your Brandon Rice thing, I do like Brandon Rice a lot. I think he would be a great outside X receiver for us. Great route running, a lot of potential there. Just the question is, does he fit the scheme? The only issue I have with him is, you know, is he going to show out like his dad? You know, like Marvin Harrison Jr. it looks like he could become like his dad, right? Like, are we going to see another Jerry Rice? Probably not. Out of him, I don't know. Does he have potential? Oh, tremendous potential. But I think he could. He thing is what I do like about Brendan is that he's very versatile, but he's got a lot of things to work on. He's got to get more physical when it comes to press coverage. But other than that, I do like him. I think TMJ and Mingo will have a much better season this season under these new coaches. I hope so. I hope so. I'm not sharp. Please to read the picks we've got. 33, 39, 65, 101, 141, 142, 240. David Moore is probably going to be a practice squad. Because if they draft a wide receiver, it's going to be number 1, Deontay Johnson. Number 2 will be whoever they draft. If they draft like one of the early guys, like Keon Coleman, Leggett. I truly believe that. I don't think Mingo is going to be the true number 2. Number 3 is definitely going to be Thielen. I think what they need to do is think about moving to Mingo to the slot. I think Mingo would fit the slot better. I just do. I think Mingo's not an outside guy. He's not physical enough. He hasn't played physical enough. So I think Mingo could eat in the slot. I truly believe that. That's why I think you go out and get an X, because then you have Mingo to replace Thielen when he's gone. You got your route tree runner, the guy who can create separation that takes targets off of other wide receivers back in Deontay Johnson. Guys, we're just pushing forward, by the way. If this Wi-Fi fucking cuts out, it cuts out. I'm pushing forward. Fuck it. It's also Fuck It Friday. Matt Chatter, if you want to get these questions answered, start putting them in the Discord. I can't keep up with everybody's questions through the chat. So if anybody wants any questions answered, bring it over to I actually have HTC and I have their freaking like no ma'am. I actually have their best package, but for some reason there's some line that's missing in between somewhere. If you DQL DQLin, if you want your questions answered, put it in the Discord. Join the Discord if you want it. If you want it, come and get it on the Discord. Join the Discord, guys. If you want your fan discussion Fridays, okay? Questions answered. Join the Discord. Here it is. I'm putting it in the chat now. Post it up. We on your ass, Clay. Hey, dude, Tony, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited to see what that whole thing is gonna pan out to be. How that whole thing's gonna pan out. So I'm looking forward to it. Tony, it's gonna be fun, man. Fuck it Friday, exactly. She was chewing on something, man. Tony, it's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be fun. All right. Let's continue. So if you guys want any questions, join the Discord. if you have any questions to ask me, join the Discord. There's the Discord link, and then put your fan discussions in here. All right. All right. All right. Let's talk about what was the next question? Oh, AJ, I forgot to answer this question. Are you going to be channel visiting on draft night? Where do they pop into other lives like Pat McAfee C3 does? I'm gonna do a fan. I'm gonna basically have a draft watch party. So if you want to join, join. If you want to join, I'll put the stream link. For the draft night. Okay, what are some linebackers we can get around round 3? If you're looking to beef up your roster and you're looking at round 3 guys, I got a list for you. All right, so give me a second here. I'm going to pull up something for you. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second here. I got to pull it up. Today, we are on the struggle bus. We are on the struggle bus. That is for sure. Today is an absolute struggle bus with the Wi-Fi. Love it. We push through, though. We persevere. Every single time we persevere. We're going to persevere for this shit today. I got linebackers. I got your question to the corners, Call King, as well. Someone else asked. I think it was the corners. I have that pulled up too. So if we're talking about guys that I think could be casual, like some casual 5th round picks. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. Perfect. All right. All right. So to your question, call linebackers. Okay. So this is to Call's question. He goes, "What are the linebackers we can get in the 5th round, right, or after the 3rd round?" Okay. I'm gonna give you my top interior linebackers though today. That I think the Panthers should target. All right. Now we're talking about the late round picks. We're talking about a 5th round pick here. Okay. All right. So, first one for me, let me change my view here. That should be better. Actually, let's do this one. All right, perfect. All right, so as we're going through this, now you'll be able to see it better. Okay. A guy out of Notre Dame that you could get in the 5th, after the 3rd round. This is for after the 3rd round, sorry. To add depth, you could get like Maurice Hurst out of Notre Dame. He's a speedy athletic linebacker. He had 44 tackles last year, 3 sacks. Looks like he had a forced fumble. He missed his 2021 season, from my understanding, due to an injury, but exceptional skill set makes him a sleeper pick worth considering. The only problem to me is his size. He's a little undersized, I feel like. And at a 4.6 40, it's kind of it's in between. I feel like I'm interior. I like my linebackers to run the 4.5s. 4.6, it's not bad, but it ain't great, right? It ain't great. Another one, in the words of the late great DJ Khaled, Tyron Hopper, this guy, top performance. In 2022, he had his best performance. He had 74 tackles, 3 sacks that year. But he had a cut. I felt like he should have stayed another year, because he could have stayed another year, but he didn't. He chose to go to the NFL draft. This guy would just be a depth rotational piece, I feel like. But again, you never know. Could be a guy who I could be sleeping on, right? Another one, I truly believe, even though Jeremiah Trotter, and I think he's one of the top prospects, which I'm going to talk about more of him later. I think he's one of the top prospects for the Carolina Panthers, but I think he's a little slept on. And I've also seen him fall in drafts where he's fell to the 3rd round. He's fell to the 5th. I've seen mock drafts where he's fell to the 5th a couple times, but he's mainly between the 3rd, 4th, 5th range. I would say he's probably a 4th round pick, highest a 3rd. All right. And then the lowest 5th. Okay. But I could see it. I could see, again, you never know with the linebacker position. Now, he had an impressive season. I'm going to talk about him more later, because I want to talk about why I think he's one of the top prospects for the Carolina Panthers. But again, don't sleep on Jeremiah Trotter. I think a lot of people are. Let's see. Let's go over here, because we're Nathaniel Watson, another guy. Could be a late round sleeper, standout, 2023 season, over 137 tackles and 10 sacks. I think this is one of the biggest sleepers I've ever found. Okay, I was looking at this guy the other day, and I was like, this guy, let alone, had 137 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and 10 sacks. Very versatile. He's very good in the run defense and a great pass rusher. Just say, wouldn't be a bad pick in the late rounds. Wouldn't be bad a pick in the late rounds. Okay. Ask me your phone number, Matt Chatter. That's kind of a little sus, right? Call King with the $4.99 super sticker. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you. That goes a long way to the channel. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. All right, what's the Discord link? Marcos Cash. Can someone please put the Discord link? One of my mods, please put the Discord link into the chat for Mr. Seneca. I love Trotter. We're gonna talk more about Trotter. It's just easy. Yeah, exactly. Call King. It's just easier for me because the chat is the chat, and everybody, so that everybody can chat amongst themselves. If you have any questions, discussions, topics you want to talk about, join the Discord, put it in the fan discussion Discord. It's Fan Friday discussion Discord. And that's how I'm able to answer your questions a lot easier. And it just keeps the chat rolling, keeps it smoothly. That's all it is. That's the only reason why I asked that. So Mad Chatter, get in the Discord, you fuck. All right. All right. Nathaniel Watson. He's probably one of the biggest sleepers on this board. Now, another sleeper for me is where is he at? There's another guy from Notre Dame, and there's another he is. Bertrand. Okay, JD Bertrand. Okay, this guy had a consistent performance over the 3 seasons. This is the kind of numbers this guy put up every season at Notre Dame. Okay. And except in 2021, he had over, I think he had over 102 tackles, if I'm not mistaken. So a reliable option for a linebacker depth, probably a special teams contributor, but he could, again, if he's putting this kind of production at Notre Dame, there's no telling what he could, if he can bring that kind of production in the NFL, he'll be a starter everywhere he goes. I mean, honestly, it kind of reminds me of a Josie Jewell, honestly. From watching this thing, from his tape. Let me find my other guy here. This guy's been slept on. Jackson Surman. I think this guy is a sleeper. He only played 7 games in 2023. But the thing is in his previous season in 2022, and this was only in 3 games. This was only in 7 games. 47 tackles, 27 solos, 1 fumble, forced fumble, 1 sack. Now, the season before that, this man had over 104 tackles and 3.5 sacks. And he also has great size, quickness, instincts, and he showed that at the Senior Bowl. He was able to display that. And that's why you see his rating gone up on NFL Draft Buzz. So those are my sleepers when it comes to the linebacker position in the later rounds. Is that Eli Manning? Kind of looks like him, doesn't it? Let's see what the next question was on here. We got, damn, y'all are cooking it up in here. Okay. Where we at? There was a corner question, I thought. Oh, Neo. So we did. Okay, I kind of answered that linebacker thing. All right, corners. So this is to Neo's question. It's over here in the Discord. So this is to Neo's question right here. He's already got. So what are some quality corners in the late 5th round? All right, so I'm going to give you some. These are guys that I could see falling to the 5th round, but there's some of them are projected 3rd and 5th. There's guys that are projected 3rd and 4th in this, but I could see falling to the 5th round. So again, all right, so let's go through them each here. Okay. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. We're cooking. All right. 5th round picks. Late 5th. Okay, later round picks. A guy like Kyrie Jackson. He has fallen down on draft boards. I will say that. PFF has him a little bit higher, but on this draft board, he's fallen a lot. Okay. He was actually like top 10 at one point, and now on their draft board, they've got him falling down to like the 20th range. This guy is a big corner though, and I still think that he might be a little rough around the edges. He has some character issues. I hate to say that, but that led him to get kicked out of Alabama. So this guy used to play at Alabama. Okay. But this guy, I still believe, has a lot of potential. He has a solid showing at the Senior Bowl. I think you can pick him up in the 3rd or the 5th. He's going to be picked up between that 3rd to 5th round. Okay. Another guy right here, Kayn Carson, Wake Forest. Tough, gritty corner. The problem is he lacks some speed because, I mean, he does run a 4.48, but in corners, you like to see them a little bit faster. But 4.48 ain't that bad, but it could hold him back a bit. He had a decent showing in 2023. He got beat by Keon Coleman a lot from Florida State. But again, this is a guy you could pick up in the 5th, 3rd, 5th round. A guy I really like a lot, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on him if I can find him. as Andrew Phillips. I like this guy out of Kentucky. He's a dual threat kind of corner. He can play man or zone. But he's mainly zone from my understanding. Solid cornerback. I think he could be a good depth piece, special teams contributor. He worked out well at the 2024 combine. I think you could pick this guy up though in the 4th or 5th round. 4th or 6th, actually. I've seen him even fall to the 6th round. I'm trying to find my board though. I think a lot of people are sleeping on this guy. Elijah Jones is one of the guys I think a lot of people are sleeping on. Okay, this guy is great for outside man press coverage. Okay, tall cornerback, a lot of potential. Had a solid showing at the Senior Bowl. He worked out well at the scouting combine. At this point, he's probably a 4th to 6th round pick. Let's see another one. Let's see. Here is my biggest sleeper though. This guy is the biggest sleeper on this draft board. Dwight McClellan out of Arkansas. Okay. He only allowed a passer rating of like a 440, 45, something like that. It was like a 45 passer rating. Again, another guy who's great in man coverage and press coverage. Okay. He has had an interesting development prospect. I think he'd be an interesting development prospect, especially with the fact of his height and length and ball skills. Definitely could use some strength for the NFL, but could still be a good pick in that 4 to 6 range. And he's my biggest sleeper in the cornerback position. Because of that, just because of the fact that the man had a passer rating of allowing 45. All right. Another one, Dominique Hampton doesn't get talked about enough out of Washington. Big time corner. They've got him listed as safety position. He can play. He's kind of like a Jamie Robinson type guy, but a big corner. Could fit in as a press man coverage in the NFL. He had a solid showing in 2023, I would say. Could be a pickup in the 4th or the 6th. I feel like I'm missing a couple guys here. Let's go with where's Jerron Jones out of Florida State? There he is. Jerron Jones, good athlete, a lot of speed. He had a good showing at the combine, an impressive showing. Still has some room to improve, but could be picked up in the 4th or the 6th. Where's my boy Carlton Johnson? Carlton. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Carlton Johnson. Love that show, by the way. It was one of my favorite shows growing up. That's when Will Smith was actually the man. Before he became a puss. Sorry. He that's what I think. But he still was the man when he was at Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That was when he was good. Carlton Johnson from Fresno State. Gritty player, some coverage skills, had a decent showing in 2023. Could be a potential slot corner. He could be picked up in 4th or the 6th round too. Where's my boy Kamal Hayes? I already passed it. I'm giving you a lot here, Neo. I'm giving you a lot. I'm giving you already in the linebacker. I'm giving you a lot here for the corners. Kamal Hayes out of Tennessee had a good season. Some coverage skills, some decent showing, potential slot corner, could be a pickup again. He did do a lot of limiting opposing receivers when he was on the field. Could still improve. Injuries are concerned, and the 4.59 40 time, but that could be part of that injury concern for me. And then last but not least, I don't want to forget about this guy. I know he's got to be in here. I might have already passed him. They might have him higher up because he moved up on a lot of draft boards lately. Let's see. Don't see him in there. Wow. They don't have him as high as I thought they might. But there are safeties and stuff mixed in here. Where's he at? Damn, I can't find that. Is that him? Nah, that's AJ Hampton. Never mind. I don't want AJ Hampton. Same team though. Same team. But I don't know if I have him. They have him in here. Let me see if they have him in here. They might not have him in here. Oh, they do. Oh, is it Monroe? I thought his first name was Jarius. My bad. Oh. Had a good showing in 2023. This guy. No, not Jalen Monroe. This guy was from 2021. No. Jarius Monroe. All right, well, you have to look him up. Look up Jarius Monroe from Tulane. I'm surprised I don't have him in there. I'm surprised he doesn't have him in here. All right, back to the shizness. We need 3 starters from the draft to convince me this regime is the truth. Rock Jones, that's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask. Sup, Rockstar? I think this whole Bill Belichick thing is NFL just didn't want him coaching smaller market teams like Carolina, Atlanta. I feel like the NFL made this up. He was never going to coach the two anyways. I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe either. The Call King says definitely good show. He is a puss. All right. Let me take this banner down. We don't need that one up. All right. So the next question here is from the Call King. Comes in and says, "Do you think Miles Sanders will be on the team, or we draft a halfback?" Call King, I'm going to say this: the contract that we paid Miles Sanders, he's going to be on the team. Okay. To your question, he's going to be on this team whether you like it or not, and whether any of us want him on the team or not, he's going to be here. It does not matter. The contract we gave him is a $16 million guaranteed contract, right? It was for or maybe it's 11 million guaranteed, something like that. 4 years, whatever. Now we can move off of him after this year, but we can't move off of him this year. Unless maybe if we trade him, but releasing him would just hit us with more dead cap money. I do. Now, to your question here, are we going to draft a halfback? I don't see it being out of the cards to draft a halfback, but again, it all depends. It all depends. So I wouldn't be surprised if we draft one. I wouldn't be surprised. Despite Sanders, I think they take a late round back, and I think they could. And I think they could too. I think that we'll see. I mean, they are bolstering up this offensive line. I do kind of agree with. I do kind of agree with that. The offensive line was not built just for Bryce. Canales even said that his emphasis is going to be on the tight end and running back position. So we'll see if that comes back to fruition, but we'll see if Miles Sanders can put his money where his mouth is. That's all I'm going to say about that. Do we draft a halfback, though? I still think so. I think it's definitely not in the cards. Okay. All right. Do you think Javon Solomon, outside linebacker edge for Troy, do you think he could be a potential starter for us, and where should we draft him at? Okay. Javon Solomon. Let's pull him up to that question right there, Neo. So Neo's talking about Javon Solomon out of Troy. He's 6'1", 246, and runs a 4.7 40. Now, here's the thing with him. and Javon Sullivan is that I think he's a little undersized when it comes to coming off the edge. Okay, I think he's a little undersized when it comes to coming off the edge for the NFL. I do like his tape. I think he's got a great tape. Whoever made his tape did a good job. And he's coming from a smaller school, and the talent that he's going up against is not as, good. So for Javon Sullivan, to your question, again, the guy had 16 and a half tackles. I think he could be a dangerous pass rusher. The problem is, is that he could be a design pass rusher, but he only contributes into sub packages, if that makes sense. Again, he could be a sleeper. He could come out here, and if he's able to put those kinds of numbers up on the field, then he was a true sleeper. But again, I just don't know. Keep pounding. Okay, I got you, brother. I got you. Lull Day says, what wide receiver should we take and what pick? I mean, for me, it's Xavier Legette at 39. I think if Jackson Powers Johnson's there, and I'm going based off of what I think is going to happen, if Jackson Powers Johnson falls to 33, you take Xavier Legette at 39. Because of what he can bring to the table. Xavier Legette is a multi-role wide receiver, whether y'all believe it or not. He is an outside specialist, but he has insane measurables. He's got a low 4.3 speed. Okay. His size and high combination isn't something we've seen since DK Metcalf. And then a lot of people are saying that. And he excels in making contested catches. He uses his physicality to gain yards. It makes him a potential deep threat and red zone target. Okay. If he can improve on his footwork and explosiveness off the line, his ability on the field is not going to be, he's going to transcend. His upside as a receiver is high as anyone in this draft class. He is, and that's and I would say not called Marvin Harrison, especially with the fact that given where he came from and his athletic traits, he could put on a show. And I think he could easily go in the second round. So I'm rocking XL Xavier Legette. To your question, Lowell, that's what I'm going with. Where did you post it in the Discord? Hash Ben D. What's up, Lol Day and Hash Ben D. Dancoot? Where the hell do y'all come up with y'all's names? I'm just curious. All right, let's watch this video by Mr. AJ Brooks. Just posted on Discord. You need to listen to the audio about Tepper. Let's check it out.
Trying to play with Bryce.
Pause. Give me a second. I'm going to fix the audio real quick. I think I've gotten Nah, let's go. Yeah, let's go to that. Let's see if that fixed it.
I was going to ask you about the Panthers and trying to play with Bryce.
Oh, Panthers would be amazing. I mean, sure, to play with Bryce. And then the coaching staff, they're like one of the coaches are family friends of mine, so it would just be amazing. Plus another coach.
Who is that? Who's the family friend?
Moore.
Okay.
Coach Moore. And then you also have somebody that came over from USC that's on the Panthers staff as is right now. So
now, when you had a meeting with them, right?
I already did.
Was Mr. Tepper in that meeting?
Excuse me, one more time?
Was Mr. Tepper, the owner, in that meeting? You don't know? I'm not going to say. Okay, I'm curious.
Oh, I'm not going to say that.
You're not going to say. So that's a yes, but okay, we love that. I was going to ask.
Okay. Was that the video, AJ? Was that the one you wanted me to share? Just posted to Discord. You need to listen to audio about Tepper. Yeah, I mean, he was in the meeting. I mean, I'm not surprised by that. Excel's the guy. The idea of Tepper being involved, anything absolutely terrified me. I feel you, man. I feel you. If y'all missed it yesterday, by the way, I did post up on my profile. If you missed it, hey, there we are right there. Look at that. Live and in person. What did I post? Oh, if you missed takeaways from this thing yesterday, the pre-draft video, if you missed it, you definitely should go check it out. If you didn't watch it yesterday, I also put some stuff in there about the pre-draft thing. I kind of want to do a recap of that real quick. Basically, you know, the Dave Canales and Dan Morgan had their pre-draft thing. We watched it live. I gave you my thoughts on it. But I wanted to just kind of give you a recap real quick for maybe those of you who missed it, maybe didn't watch it. First things first is, even based off all these things that I posted up on there, trading back is on the table. All right, so with no first round pick this year, the Panthers are eyeing the option to trade back based off of this conversation I heard yesterday. They want to rack up more draft capital. And I think Morgan's going to emphasize building this team with additional picks rather than moving up. His experience in Seattle, he even mentioned it, that where the late first round picks were the norm, gives them the insight into evaluating talent in those later rounds. Now, support for Bryce Young, I think that's a clear focus. They're going to beef up the Panthers' offense to support Bryce Young. And that they talked about, you know, doing that with Hunt and Damian Lewis in free agency to protect him. And they snagged Deontay Johnson, bring him playmaker at the receiver. So they kind of talk about that. But I mean, Canales today that this is a team building thing. It's not just about Bryce, right? But the thing is, on the defense, I did take away is that takeaways are priority because they acknowledge the lackluster performance they had in creating turnovers last season. They only had 11 takeaways. They're keen on ramping up their defensive playmaking ability. I feel like the emphasis here, I think the emphasis here on ball hawking suggests that they're eyeing prospects who can create turnovers. I think a lot of now, again, they're probably targeting like guys like Mike St. Ristel, Max Melton, Edger Cooper, those type of guys. I've even heard that they might be even targeting Cooper DeJean. I doubt that, though. You're not going to get Cooper DeJean in the second round. It ain't happening. Stephon Gilmore speculation. I do want to let that be known. There is a lingering possibility of signing Stephon Gilmore. That is still in the air. Gilmore is a proven cornerback, could bolster up this defense. His interception numbers have dipped a little bit recently. He's still a reliable cover corner. He's got ties in the area, endorsements from teammates like Jadeveon Clowney, and I think Gilmore remains a potential post-draft signing, depending on how things play out. And I think that's what we're going to see here is I think We'll see what happens in the draft and where they go. And I think that even if they draft a corner, I still believe they'll go and sign Gilmore. So those were just some other takeaways from yesterday's. AJ, I'm not going to look into it too much. I'm going to try to just stay away from it. But again, AJ Brooks, all owners are in these meetings. That doesn't necessarily mean he's meddling and saying, well, we need to pick that guy. All owners are in these meetings, AJ. They're all in the draft meetings. They're all in. He's going to be in these meetings. But if he's truly taking a step back, we'll see if that actually pans out. And he actually lets these guys, make the picks, play calling. Let's see if that's done. We hear this all the time that these owners are in these meetings. I do love the fact of that, AJ, for sure. I do love the fact of that. It's Tepper, though. I know. Guys, don't forget, by the way, we've got that huge announcement off on where was it? I posted it in. Oh, don't forget about this. This is coming out here soon. Let me share my screen. Guys, do not forget about this. Oh my God. We got some fucking characters, man. I just did. I just banded his fucking dumbass. Oh God, this guy's a fucking douche. Why would he even? What is it that these people feel the need to say any of that whatsoever? Oh man. So don't forget about this, guys. We've got this huge mock draft thing. All right. We got this mock draft tournament. So don't forget to go out and vote. Now, you can't fix stupid or ignorance either. You can't fix stupid people. Most of those people who say that shit say it behind a computer anyways. They're sitting behind a desk. Most of those people are sitting behind a desk. They're all tough behind a desk, but won't say that shit to your face. They're all, I like to call them keyboard tough guys. I reported him. We'll be back. He'll probably just make another account. He'll make another account, make another email. That's what those people do because they have nothing else better to do. Mental disability, anyone? Hey, you can't fix stupid. You just can't fix stupid. All right, so I do have some more content here. Let's go through. I want to give you my top defensive linemen, my top linebackers that I think we should target. That's going to be here next after I check this message real quick. Keep pounding. We'll talk. I just saw your message. We'll talk. We'll talk. It's hard for me to, all I'm going to say is this. It's hard for me to do stuff at night. All right. But we'll talk. Okay. My top. These are, did I choose edge rush? Okay, linebackers. Okay, here are my top linebackers for the Carolina Panthers. These are my favorite guys. All right. First up, we've got Mr. I'm going to edit this. Hold on. So we can see it better. Let's save that. Okay. Here, these are my top linebackers for the Carolina Panthers. First off, we've got Edgerrin Cooper out of Texas A&M. This dude's got some serious athleticism, okay? Boasting killer agility and speed. He's all about shutting down plays at the line of scrimmage or chasing down runners on the sidelines. However, Cooper sometimes falls into the trap of reacting instead of anticipating, which can leave him vulnerable to play action fakes. While he's solid in coverage, I'll say, especially in short zones. He's still working on his deeper coverage skills. Keep an eye on him, though, because he's got the potential to be a starting linebacker for sure. I'm a huge Edgerrin Cooper fan. Y'all know that. I'm skipping over Junior Colson, Peyton Wilson, and I'm heading straight towards Mr. Cedric Gray. He's my second favorite on the board. Hot take, maybe. Hot take. But a local favorite out of Charlotte, North Carolina, former Tar Heel. This dude's got some serious hometown hero vibes to me. Having played high school ball right outside in the city. Top tier athlete with the knack of tracking down ball carries. He racked up some impressive stats in his senior year, but he's still polishing up his physicality and tackling game. Even if he doesn't land a starting spot right away, I still think he could still make a splash as a rotational player or special teams ace. And last but not least, because I think this guy is going to fit too, this guy fits too, and that is Jeremiah Trotter. I'm even though I'm a Gamecock fan, I got a lot of love for Jeremiah Trotter as a player. I think this guy's football smarts are off the charts, earns him a starting spot as a linebacker, as a sophomore. He's rock solid defender, the run, staying disciplined, sticking to his assignments. His name was Eric. That's all I know. His name was Eric. He's whoever Eric was, and if you ever somehow see this again, you're a fuck, and go fuck yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. But Jeremiah Trotter again. A rock solid defender, gets to run. He stays disciplined, sticking to his assignments. Now in coverage, I feel like he's got sharp instincts, and that kind of makes him a threat of a pick. Because he can pick off passes very well. The thing is that he's not packing that usual NFL build, right? He's 6 foot, 228. shorter arms, lighter frame. That's the only thing that could hold him back from being a regular starter in the pros. But you cannot deny the guy's football IQ. I will say that. So I like him. All right. Here are my top. Now, again, guys, if you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the Discord as we're still going here. Okay. My top defensive lineman for the Panthers to target. I feel like I've gotten to everybody's question. So if I haven't, please let me know. Defensive line. We're just going to go with defensive tackles only. If it'll let me do it. Sometimes this page is a little tricky. Okay. Well, this is no particular order. Okay, guys. This is no particular order. Tavondre lately has been falling on draft boards, obviously due to the fact of his recent DWI after a softball game, apparently, and was whatever reason. I don't know. Either way, this guy still is NFL ready, especially if you're looking for a true nose tackle. 6'4", 366. He has evolved to me as a more well-rounded player with better hand usage. He's improved conditioning and has enhanced his leverage. He's gotten better and better as time gone on. Now, despite his imposing size, his agility and refined techniques, that is what has made him such a versatile interior defender. If he can maintain the optimal weight and conditioning, he will be successful in the NFL. He will be successful. I'm talking about, AJ, when I was talking about those linebackers, I'm just talking about true linebackers to me. Some of those guys can be outside threats like Edgerrin Cooper can, but I think all those guys are very versatile enough to play either or. All right. Yes, Chris Jenkins is on my list, my friend. So Chris Jenkins, I don't know if he's right, the next guy on this list, but do they have him even out? Good Lord. Are you wait a minute. Do they not have him in here? All right, what if I just go all D-line then? Tavondre, all right, here's Chris Jenkins. Chris Jenkins, another one for me. Powerhouse against the run for sure. Exceptional strength, ability to anchor the line effectively. His lateral quickness allows him to penetrate gaps. Although his pass rushing explosive may not match his run stopping ability, but despite concerns about his arm length, Jenkins' reliability and the run defense makes him a solid mid to late day 2 selection prospect. Another one. Let me find him. Braden Fisk. I have to give this guy a shout out after that combine, man. Fisk transition from Western Michigan to Florida State might have been the best thing that this man has ever done. He's known for his first quick step on hands, making him a disruptive force in one gap schemes. He's got shorter arms, which kind of limits his pass rushing repertoire, but his football IQ, agility could make him a valuable defensive tackle asset / nose tackle asset. Another guy I'm high on too. I think Panther Raider X, if he was watching or if he's in here, I don't know if he's in here. Dwayne Carter, 3-time captain at Duke. He brings that leadership, diverse pass rushing skill set. Strength, technique allows him to be effective and disrupt, especially the offensive line, penetrate that pocket. Not an exceptional athlete, but well intelligent. and he's reliable in both run defense and pass rush, which makes him a high floor rotational player for starting roles, and he can work up to his potential there as a starter. And then last but not least, I'm very high on this man, and I think a lot of people are sleeping on him. Mason Smith out of LSU. His size and strength makes him an imposing presence. I mean, the guy's 6'5", 306. And despite limited college snaps due to injury, he possesses the physical tools to excel at any alignment. However, I feel that his technique skills and reaction time need some refinement to maximize that potential that he has. I think with the right development in the right place, his athleticism and size could elevate him beyond his rotational duties. I like him a lot. Yeah, those are my linebackers and my defensive line. Did you see mock our draft post on Discord? Best one I've done this year. All right, let's go see what Mr. AJ Brooks put in there. Or Marcos Cash. See what Marcos Cash put in there. This was Marcos Cash's. You know what? Maybe I'll do a little tournament myself just for the Ropp Star gang. Maybe I'll do a little tournament myself for the Ropp Star gang. Not too bad, not too shabby, I would say, folks, right? Not too bad. He got Leggett at 39. Looks like he traded back. Got TJ Tampa at 41. Tavondre Sweat at 65. Was able to get 88 as well. Took Cedric Van Pren. Very nice. Brought in Jeremiah Trotter. Hello. What's up? Yeah, why? Yeah, I mean, but she can roll over. Yeah. Yeah, but it's okay. She's fine. As long as you're there with her, it doesn't matter. Oh, I mean, she didn't say anything, so I wouldn't worry about it. Right. Oh, yeah, you're fine, dude. Right. All right, gotta go. See you later. All right, you hang up that phone now. You take care. All right. You have a blessed day. All right, bye-bye. Oh man, my boys. Would be stoked with either for sure. You do a tournament. I don't want that smoke from Marcos. Nice. Pitmaster himself got a fire draft. Yes, he does. If you haven't seen Mr. Pitmaster Marcos Cash, by the way, let's see if I can find Mr. Marcos Cash yesterday putting it. Look at that. Look at that smorgasbord. Look at Marcos cooking it up. Woo! Them shits look fire. Marcos Cash should be whipping it up. I might have to start putting a cooking channel in the Discord now. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. Tail of the tape. Oh shit. Nice, Marcos. Putting that in the UFC boxing. Nice. All right. I think I answered all the questions. Oh, toxic. Toxic. You got to come in here and do that, man. You got to come in here and say that. It's not nice, man. All right, you know what we got to do? We got to keep the streak alive. We got to keep the streak alive, my friends. We have to keep the mock draft streak alive. I know. I mean, like, why you got to come in here and be like that, man? Why you got to come in here like that? Toxic. Save me a play. Yeah, I doubt that happened. All right, let's do it there. Let's put this. Let's break it down. Damn. Let's see what they did here. Caleb off. Clay, you see the Lions' new uniforms? Yeah, I did, Toxic. Those things were fire. They did a hell of a job. The Lions did a hell of a job. 38 people watching. Make sure you pound that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Poll had over 43 votes, so there's no reason why we shouldn't have 43 likes on the thumbs up button. So make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Let's get it up to over 40. Let's hit that 50 mark per usual. That's the goal here, is to get 50 likes. If not 50, if we get 50, then let's hit 100. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what the damage is. All right, so Caleb Williams 1, JJ McCarthy to 2. Wow. Jaden Daniels to the Patriots at 3, Marvin Harrison 4, Neighbors 5, Drake May 6, Dallas Turner 7, Brock Bowers 8, Joe Alt 9. Okay. Protecting him. You don't really need a wide receiver, so that kind of makes sense there. Brock Bowers to Atlanta doesn't really make sense to me. Roma Duzier to the Jets. Okay, that's fair. Fashanu to the Vikings at 11. Terran Arnold to the Broncos. Okay. JC Latham. Okay. Talise Fuage to the Saints. All right. Quinyon Mitchell, Brian Thomas, Byron Murphy, Troy Fiatu, Graham Barthon, Marius Mims, Jared Verse, Chop Robinson, Tyler Guyton, Nate Wiggins, Liatu Lietu, Cooper DeJean, Jackson Powers Johnson, Xavier Worthy, Enos Rakestraw, Jordan Morgan. Okay, Kool-Aid McKinstry. All right. And then Adonia Mitchell. All right. So JPJ is off the board. And I'm left with Lad Keon and Zach Frazier. Okay. Trades available. Well, look who's calling. Who else is calling? Look at that. I told y'all. Wouldn't be surprised if Las Vegas came calling. And they sure as hell already did. I'll take that. Or you give me the 112 and 148. You give me that 112 and 148. Or you give me the 112 and that future. Oh, yeah. So we got the 44 with the 112. And then a future, I got our future second round pick back. They said they weren't going to take it, but they took it. So, and with the 39th pick, we're going to take, I mean, damn. Because here's the thing. Do I want Zach Frazier? Yes. What you think of the center from Marco's Razorbacks, Bogues Lemmer? I like Bogues. The thing is with Bogues is that I feel like his playmaking ability is very limited at the center position. Sorry, I just got a text here. To your question of Marcos, do I like Bogues Limmer? Yes, I do. I think he's one of the top. He's definitely top 5. He's definitely top 5 centers in this draft. So Bogues Limmer. So he's asking about this guy. I'm gonna show you who Marcos Cash is talking about here. Bogues Limmer. Now his draft board's gone down. I will say this. I think he's a top 5 center in this draft / guard because he has played guard. As you can see over the years, he has played some guard. See down here, he played some left guard last year, but mainly he played right guard. Now Limmer was a starter at the center for them in 2023. I will say this. He was solid, but he does face some athletic limitations, so that's the reason why. I'm not too sure about him. He did get accepted to an invitation to the Senior Bowl. He mixed a week of practice. Not missed. He got mixed in the week of the practices. Some sources say he helped himself in Mobile, but others were not enthusiastic about him. I feel like Limmer should play center at the next level because he's a steady interior blocker. And I think it would help him show his strength as well. I think he also needs to add a little bit of weight on his frame and Marcos, and I think he would be a solid center. Again, if we went this route, went with Bogues Limmer, it wouldn't be a bad choice, but for some reason, his draft, he was at 127. Now he's at 174. So, whose draft stock has gone up is Hunter Norzad out of Penn State. His draft stock as a center has gone up recently. I've been kind of keeping an eye on him. His draft stock has gone up tremendously, and I'm surprised how much it's gone up because he started out his career at playing right tackle when he was at Cornell. So he wasn't at Penn State before he transferred or before these seasons. Okay. He played guard in 2022, mostly there, and then center before becoming a Nittany Lion. And I think he could be a backup guard / center to start out his pro career, but then could develop into a starter. But his draft stock has gotten up tremendously. So that's another center that we could probably look at. As much as I want Cedric Van Prant, though. Okay. Now we're looking at some other trades here. Yeah, I'm not trading with either one of you. You would have to give me all of this and all of this for that. You'd have to do it, Atlanta. Or the Saints. You'd have to do it. Atlanta, you'd have to give me all of this. I just want to see if they would do it. Yeah, exactly. Keep pounding. Let him have him for sure. Let them have DJ Chark. All right. What do we got here? What do we got here? What are we looking at here? Ooh, I kind of like that. Oh, all right. We found my guy. I like this. We're going with this pick right here. I'm fine with that. Oh, wait. I kind of am curious. Now I'm kind of curious. Oh. Hold on. I kind of want to start over because I'm kind of curious to something. This is why I do these mock drafts, because I always like find something else that I'm very curious about. That's a different order now. I'm kind of curious here because, dude, that means that the Texans really want to Leggett. Every time I trade and at that 42nd pick, they pick Leggett every single time in this mock draft. So I'm wondering if the Texans truly want Leggett. They don't need him. I don't know why PFF continues to put him there. It doesn't make sense to me. All right. Let's look at a trade here. First off, is JPJ on the board? No, he's off the board. Kool-Aid McKinstry's there. God dang. Okay. Wow. Okay, Kool-Aid McKinstry's there. What linebackers are available? Okay, Peyton's still there. Edge rushers, Adiza's there. Okay, so. All right, that's why I was just testing something here. Okay, LA could be a move here at 33. You give me that. You give me a future. And you give me that 99. You most definitely are going to give me that 99. Yeah, or no, you're going to give me that 83. Fuck that. That's what you call swindling. That's where we're going to, all right, this is where we're going to take. This is where we're going to take Xavier Leggett. This might turn out to be an ideal draft. If my, he fucking didn't go. Damn it. Wow. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, Chris Broswell or Marshawn Keelan. Okay. Jadavion Sanders right here would be wicked nice. Linebacker Edgerrin Cooper here wouldn't be bad. Okay, we're not taking a corner here. Interior, I can wait to get Van Pran at 100. Defensive line, I could take Braden Fisk. I could go ahead and get my big man in the middle and help Derek Brown out right now. Could do that. By the way, shout out to James Island and the Call King today for giving me the super chats. Thank you for the donos. I really appreciate that. It goes a long way to the channel. So shout out to you guys real quick. I just wanted to show that off real quick. All right. And guys, don't forget you can become a member today. I will be working on stuff this afternoon on some working on some merch later on this afternoon. It's got to be boring without a little bit of music. Let's put a little music on. Okay, so I still think I gotta go. Zach Frazier still here at 52 is insane to me. How is Zach Frazier still at 52 here? It doesn't make sense. So this is what we need left here. If I'm going best player available, I'm going Zach Frazier. But if I'm going based off on what I want, I'm going Jadavion Sanders. I'm taking 2 playmakers here. And part of me thinks maybe I should go back to back. No, because I mean, I'm not getting Cedric Van Pran at 101. I might trade the 65 pick to move back for some extra picks. Did he suffer the same leg injury as Austin Corbett? Van Frazier? Damn, Clay, you love Corbett. No, I'm going to get a center, guys. Relax. Whoa. Where's this Corbett idea coming from? Between Stacy and Rock Jones, damn, Clay, you love Corbett? No. I'm not a big Corbett fan because of the ACL and the MCL injury in both of those knees. I'm going to get a center. Don't worry. I think Cedric Van Pran's better than Zach Frazier. That might be a hot take, but I don't think it is because I think he fits the zone scheme better. That's just me. Look at Cyburn. One of my members is in here. Shout out to Cyburn. Thank you. Cyburn has been a member for a hot minute. If you're done, good afternoon if you're done. I'm not done. I mean, this is Stacy. These are mock drafts. So, again, these are all hypotheticals. Now, is he sliding down draft boards? No. He's been at the 33 spot as long as I can remember since doing mock drafts. So, Zach Frazier at 33 there with his ranking at 33, ADP 42.4. It seems about right. As long as you got a plan, of course I got a plan. I cannot not validate. I cannot not make attention to that. Take attention to that. Who? Oh, Zach. I don't know if he had an leg injury last year. I don't think so. I think he played all games last year. Yeah, he played 12 games last year. So I don't think so. I don't think West Virginia was that good last year, though, but he was good. Played 12 games. All right, let's move forward. Okay, let's take a dude, I really want Jadavion Sanders here, but I kind of want to go a different route. I haven't picked a defensive lineman. I think since Chris Jenkins has a little bit of leeway, I like Braden Fisk here, but I might take Chris Jenkins. I think I'm going to go defensive route here. I'm going to take Chris Jenkins at number 50, 52. Get help, Derek Brown out. Bring in a guy that can help a playmaker who can definitely help. Chris Jenkins, by the way, his father did play for the Panthers. And another thing, if you don't know, he is Thomas Davis, former linebacker of the Panthers, is his mentor. So I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna rock with that. We're switching it up. Besides the Leggett pick, okay. Nice, man. Well, enjoy that. Go enjoy that. That'll be a lot of fun. Thank you, Keep Pound. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wouldn't either at this point. Be Amos. I wouldn't either. He did. Then it must have been the last game of the season because he played 12 games. He played 12 games, so that's crazy. Maybe wonder if he played on a fractured leg. What if he played on a fractured leg, Stacy? What if he played on a fractured freaking leg? It's like Kurt Angle broke with a broken freaking neck. Not trading with you. I'll trade with Green Bay. You want to give me that 65 and that 126 and a future third? How about a future fifth? 65, 88. All right. What about a future? Let's do a future fourth. All right. Perfect. I like that trade. Got a future fourth out of it. Now we got some extra draft capital for next year. Oh, okay. So here's the thing. Oh, okay. All right, I ain't gonna get a tight end right now. Where is my center at? He's projected 100. Anybody need a center here? Did Pittsburgh? Did they get a center yet? What did Pittsburgh pick? They got Graham Barton, so they're not taking a center here. I don't think. They got Graham Barton. Where did JPJ go? Who picked up Jackson Powers Johnson? Ravens? All right. Then who is in between this pick then? Oh, man. They could take him. But I kind of want to get Trey Benson here. So bad. What is my corner position looking like? All right. Not too bad. There's my boy right there. Could go Trey Benson here. Tight end's going to be missed. Wide receiver, no. Linebacker, what are we looking at? Jeremi TR, okay. What are we looking at edge rusher here? Okay. Austin Booker. Okay. Brennan Jackson. Okay. All right. Green Bay's not in between here. So I'm going to take Trey Benson. Don't do it. Thank you. I took a chance. It worked. Get such a bad prayer. All right, now let's keep the ball rolling here. So we got a wide receiver, we got a running back, we got our center, we got our D line. So all we need now is a tight end, corner, edge, linebacker. Now Renardo Green ain't gonna be a bad choice here. Just not the best at run defense. Completion percentage 51.7. Iffy. 75% passer rating. Okay. Zone coverage good. Man coverage. Zone coverage above. Man coverage very good. Coverage grade very well. Did very well against a good, pretty decent wide receiver teams. I mean, damn, look at LSU. Had a 73.5. And he was going up Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors. Didn't do good against Ricky Parasol. Did pretty good against Jeremiah Thrash. Maybe if that's who he was going up against. I mean, I've been on the Cade Stover train lately, but I kind of want to go Benson Knott. I kind of want to do that. And then hit Braylon Jackson at 120. Brian Jackson at 126. But again, Cade Stover's there. Benson Knott. Oh, man. I kind of like Benson Knott. I'm going to go Benson Knott. Take my tight end. All right. Please tell me my edge rusher's still here. Okay, I can still get Muhammad Kamara here, which I'm okay with. I'll take Muhammad Kamara. Now, all I need is a linebacker. Cedric Gray. No doubt. I mean, and then I got to get a corner. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and take Mr. Cam Hart here. I like Cam Hart. I like the big body. He's a big body corner. Can play man and zone coverage very well, which fits the scheme here. Nine people watching on YouTube, 22 of you on Twitter. Make sure if you're watching on Twitter, come over to the YouTube channel. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you come on over, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. Maybe double. Do we double dip? Do we double dip? Maybe we go defensive line again. Nathaniel Watson. Get another linebacker to come help. Would y'all rather me double dip on wide receiver or another position? Bob means. What was his 40 time? 6'2", 215. Damn. Ledrick Griffin though, 5'10". I could see that being a case though. I really don't need anything. Guys, right now, as the draft looks, we got Xavier Legette, Chris Jenkins, Trey Benson, Cedric Van Pran, Ben Sinnott, Muhammad Kamara, Cedric Gray, Cam Hart. So really, if I'm going to double dip, it's either I double dip here, maybe go get another corner. Now, out of these guys, I'm taking Marcellus Dial. If I go on defensive line, I'm taking Evan Anderson. If I'm taking a linebacker, I'm taking Nathaniel Watson. I mean, I got Chris Jenkins. If we're talking about an edge defender, maybe Zion. This guy had some decent stats, didn't he? No, he didn't. Kind of curious about some of these edge defenders. Damn. Like guys we don't really talk about a lot. All right, I'm taking Nathaniel Watson. Just something different. Just something different, man. I need to post up these mock drafts for these past couple days. All right. Let's see. Xavier Legette, Chris Jenkins, Trey Benson, Cedric Van Pran, Ben Sanat, Muhammad Kamara, Cedric Gray. I mean, this is... And Nathaniel Watson. You get Cam Hart. Damn. Well. Well. I like it. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're watching on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube channel. Do me a favor. Just come on over and like and subscribe. It's all for free. Everything's free unless you become a member today, which is greatly appreciated as well. That's just taking the step above. Make sure you join the Discord. That way, every Friday, you can get your topics and questions answered. It just helps the chat flow a little bit better. We talked about Bill Belichick. I answered the fan discussions. We talked about my top linebacker and defensive line draft prospects for the Panthers. So, good show. Sorry about the Wi-Fi earlier. It is what it is. We're going to have to get that fixed. So I appreciate everyone joining. And as always, guys, y'all know what to do. Have a blessed weekend. Have a great Friday. And as always, guys, y'all know what to do. Keep pounding. Peace.